Hello, my name is Wayne Bentley, and this is my presentation of TED Talk Questions and Answers.
Who is the speaker and what is the thesis of this speech?
Tony Parker was the speaker, and he talked about the position of the man and the woman. He also talked about the man box and the way that a man actually raises his son versus the way that a man raises his daughter. For example, let's say your daughter was to come in the house crying from hurting herself. You would pick her up, spit her in your arms, hold her, talk to her, probably sit back down, put her on your knee, and explain to her that everything's okay until all her tears went away. But if your son came in with the same routine that your daughter does have, the reactions would totally be different. You would not pick him up because we all know being a boy you're supposed to be growing up tough. So you would probably ask him, son, what's the problem? And if he told you and kept on crying, you probably would send him away, tell him to go wash up or go someplace and don't come back until he's, grown up and acting more like a man because boys aren't supposed to cry.
How did the speaker capture the attention of the audience?
Tony Parker Porter is a great speaker. He spoke strong. He had pictures in detail as he spoke to bring more even understanding to the crowd, just in case for some reason you couldn't comprehend what he was getting at. And he also told true stories of experience from his youth that definitely, I'm sure, touched a lot of people's heart because I'm sure a lot of people in the audience probably been through the same situation that Tony Porter was talking about.
How did the speaker maintain the engagement of the audience?
His eye contact was perfect. He moved his eyes around with the crowd as he spoke. He gave them all even attention, as he glazed through the crowd. And like I said, he had a perfect topic that he talked on. Boys and men. There was men and women in the audience, and obviously at one time we was all boys and girls. And I'm sure at one time this situation happened to all of us.
Prior to his speech, did you have any experience with the topic that he spoke on?
Oh, definitely. I grew up as an only child, and my neighbors had daughters and sons, and I seen when their daughters got hurt, the care and recognition and, oh, it's going to be all right, baby, tender loving they got. But as a boy, I remember one time going out, and getting beat up down the street, coming back in crying and tell my dad, my dad came back out there and made me fight that boy. And even though that boy got the best of me, when I got back in, my dad still beat me for coming home crying. Told me, you better not cry again, boy, you a man.
Evaluating the speaker and his dynamism, what could the speaker have done to increase his dynamism?
On dynamism from 1 to 5, I definitely couldn't give Tony Porter a 1. I mean, a 1 is something you give somebody for not even showing up. And I truly couldn't give him a 5, but that's a perfect score right here. Only person perfect in my life is God. It's wonderful. So I would have to give him a 4. And as far as I'm concerned, his speech and his pitch were truly on point.
Was the speaker able to whet your appetite more in, more information concerning the topic?
Oh yes, this was definitely a big topic that he chose. I mean, yeah, he probably could talk about this topic for days if he needed to, but he broke it down simple form that a child could understand and brought forth maximum knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
List 5 new things that you have learned from the speech.
Oh wow! Number one thing that I learned was, always respect women. Second, it taught me when I do have a child, a son, how I can raise him as a man, how I don't have to always be hard on him, but I can talk to him and also build and keep his pride up as a man. Number three, this made me like truly understand the effect that domestic violence has on the family as a whole. And also to raise my son to truly and fully, to respect women to the fullest, and to truly to let my daughter know that no matter what situation, no matter what problem, no matter what occurs, that no man has the right to put his hands on her.
Could you have listened to the speaker discuss the topic beyond 19 to 20 minutes?
Oh yes, he probably could have went on, like I said, for easy another couple hours, if not probably another day. I mean, the topic is so broad. I mean, young, men growing up, young girls growing up, how the father, treats one of them, for example. I mean, he could have went into, as they got older, how it affected them. It's just so many branches that this topic could have went out to. It's definitely a true and lovely topic that he picked. Cause like I said, it definitely touched everyone in the audience. If it didn't touch them, I'm sure it touched somebody in their family or maybe a friend or someone that they knew.
What have you learned about delivery based upon watching the speaker?
Watching Tony Porter, he was definitely a magician of delivery. He came out strong. He kept it strong. He moved the topic the way that it needed to be moved. He didn't spend too much time or too long of a time on any one subject. He kept the crowd on his feet. And like I said, he picked such a great topic because every man and woman in the crowd obviously at one time in their life was a boy or girl. And I'm sure experiences the same behavior that Tony Porter was talking here today. Thank you. And once again, my name is Wayne Bentley, and this is my TED Talk report.